why this is just a brief message that's going to actually stay private to the group. Whew. So, coming to you on Wednesday, March 23rd. Been feeling a lot of intense energy since yesterday. Started out with dry eyes. A lot of the typical symptoms of sinus issues, but finding out that other people are experiencing this well. It's not just sinus issues. A lot of pressure in the crown, a lot of pressure in the head, a lot of headache type feeling or pressure around the base of the skull. And on and off again, feelings of dizziness. And so astrologically I knew what was happening as well too, but it's a combination of everything, right? So we have the Mars square Uranus. Mars, the planet of action, our masculine energy, is at 13 degrees of Aquarius. So the people, the collective. The ruling planet of Aquarius, Uranus, is in Taurus. Earth, our bodies, cosmic energy, Schumann spikes. Yes, it's daytime, literally, where I'm recording this at 11:05 a.m. And as you can see, it's very dark. I went outside and did grounding this morning because I was feeling that head pressure, that cranial sacral pressure in the head was so intense. And I was feeling dizzy, so I went outside and it's raining, and I was just grounding, and it was just this feeling in the atmosphere of something unsettling. I described it here on Telegram as eerie. Something felt unnatural. And so a lot of body symptoms happening. I'm having a lot. I know I did the tapping yesterday, if anybody else watched that video, but I've had a lot of pressure, not only in the head, in the crown, right side, funky pulsating type of energy, but I've also had like tension down the neck, in the shoulders. The shoulders feel like they're burning. A lot of people could be feeling this through their feet as well. Currently today, we have a lineup still in Pisces, and there's a conjunction happening between Mercury, the planet of communication, intellect, in a conjunction with Neptune, very dreamy, very, can get lofty. I don't know if that was a vehicle or what. So, Mercury, the planet of our mind, communication, is in the conjunction. 23 degrees. Man, I should read the Sabian symbol for that. Maybe I will. I didn't plan on it. Of Pisces. So a lot of deep conversations can be discussed today about feeling lost in the ocean of the energy. The collective consciousness is definitely intense right now. So, what is that? 23 degrees of Pisces. I actually would like to pull a card before I do that. I didn't plan on reading the Sabian symbol. I was going to keep this very short, but now that that's sticking out to me, I think we better read it. Before I do, let's do a little bit of a clearing. I know I need it. I'm going to listen to a meditation that my girlfriend here in group sent to me when I go lay down, because I'm feeling exhausted and heavy and just processing a lot of this energy that we have going through us. So straight spine. Breathing deep into your solar plexus. Wow, I don't know if you guys can hear that rain coming down on my roof or not, but it is purifying. That is such a Pisces energy. Jupiter is also still in Pisces, so everything gets expanded with that. We could witness some flooding in different regions over the next few days, or even prior to this day that I'm coming to you on the 22nd. The body feels heavy. The body feels tired. God, Creator, Source, Divine White Light, we call upon your holy divine presence to fill us up, to help us remember our divinity, to keep us grounded in our bodies, to ease the symptoms that many of us are feeling. As this light is integrated into our dense bodies, we ask for your strength to help strengthen us. We ask for your guidance to help guide us on what our body needs to assimilate and adjust. And we always appreciate the guidance. We always appreciate the word. We always appreciate the strength. And so it is. So I'm going to pull a card from the Tryon Energy Oracle. Because of the intensity over the last couple days. I've been feeling this. I started out on the Equinox on the 20th with just major hot flushes coming up through my vessel, my body. And then I was experiencing like irritability. And now we're a few days into it, you know, we have this square between Uranus of quick changes with Mars, our masculine, warring, our physical mojo, like our physical vessel, because Uranus rules lightning and energy. We could be feeling a lot of that. Would make sense, okay? So our bodies could be feeling that vibration, that charges of energy through our bodies. What is the masculine side? Right side. So that would be why the pressure, the weird pulses in the right side of the brain. And that dizziness can be definitely the Mercury lower mind, this conjunction with Neptune, dreamy, lost in the soup, right? Lost in the ocean. Ooh, yeah. So we got to ground that into our bodies with that Taurus energy. What do we have here? So I always look at the elements and go, what is in what? The only earth energy we have today is the Uranus and Taurus, so that could leave us feeling ungrounded. Yeah, that's it, because the rest is in water, Pisces. We now have the Sun and Chiron both in Aries, fire, and then we have still Venus, Saturn in Aquarius, which is air. So that could explain why many people are feeling ungrounded. So what is the overall energy that we're integrating here? Heart of God. Look at that image. So a remembering, an undoing, a breaking through the density. That Uranus energy, right, of the collective cosmic energy in an earth sign, the buzzing in our bodies, the vibrational changes that we're feeling within our bodies, the crown chakra activation. I'm having a charge of energy through me right now, so I'm just going to take that off. Just want to give you a second to look at this. Heart of God. Let's read it. I may still put this up on my YouTube channel. I wasn't going to because I am literally just... My body's been buzzing since yesterday. So I'm just kind of relaxing and drinking my lemon balm tea, and I plan on going back to bed because it is so very dark here. Hydrate, Epsom salt baths, grounding if you can. Even putting your fingers in your house plants if you're in a place where you can't get outside. Maybe root vegetables to help ground you. And as far as the headaches and the crown pressure, I take magnesium all the time. That wasn't cutting it. I actually had to take, I did a eucalyptus steam, so I boiled water, put it in a bowl, put a towel over my head, put a couple drops of eucalyptus in, and just put my face over top of it. Been rubbing peppermint oil on the base of your skull, and I've been rubbing it here to try to, and I've also been using lavender oil behind my ears and on my feet. But I ended up having to take an Advil because the head pressure is so intense. A lot of people are experiencing eye things too, whether they be dry eyes, red eyes. We have light bombarding our planet, bombarding our bodies. Uranus. Energy. Cosmic energy in the Taurus Earth sign. So, wow. So let's see if I can read this because I'm not even wanting to turn a light on, even though it's in the middle of the day. The truth is that you are a part of the sacred soup of God, and those sacred parts look down upon you and are always available. Always available. This card really says you are not alone. God is always here. If you received this card, perhaps you sometimes question this premise. I do, and that's because these ascension symptoms and this integration and everything we have going on the planet right now is so very difficult. And although I do question sometimes, like, oh my God, why am I feeling these integration of energies and densities so deeply? I know there's a purpose. So it's okay if your faith and your strength wavers. Just remember that. Because God doesn't change. The infinite doesn't change. If you receive this card, perhaps you sometimes question the premise. There is no greater sadness than from the human who feels that he or she is alone. This always leads to a feeling of lack of self-worth and life filled with heavy heart. The core truth is that all of us are filled with God. It's the entire premise of creation. Not only are we created from the dirt of the earth, but in the image of God. Cryon tells us that hiding inside us are all the pieces and parts of the sacredness of creation. These things hide because we have free choice to discover them and must therefore actively look for them. The most amazing changes for you are when you actually cognize the concept that you are never alone and that there is always help. Imagine angels walking through life with you, next to you, patiently waiting for you to ask, are you there? They will remain until your last breath, ready and willing to lift you up to the magnificence of who you are. This is one of the biggest truths of all. I was getting emotional reading that. Don't let the narratives and the agendas pull you off your center. When you lose hope, ask the divine to help you. When you're feeling defeated, ask the divine to help you. When you're singing in joy, ask the divine to be with you. This is our reminder that even though or although you may be feeling such heaviness within you, perhaps because of the symptoms that we're integrating the light, or perhaps because you're getting caught up in the human agendas that are out there right now, whatever it is for you, remember that you are a part of God. That is our message, and I want to definitely read the Sabian symbol very briefly for Mercury Neptune conjunct in Pisces. 23 degrees. Did not plan this, but I'm guided to share it. So let's see what's in there. What is it? 23 degrees. Make sure I'm reading the correct one. 23 degrees 1 minute for Mercury. 23 degrees 15 for Pisces. So it's at 23 degrees. It's my Sabian symbol book. Okay. "23 degrees of Pisces. Spiritist phenomenon. The key word is sensitivity. Strange things happening. This symbol speaks to the materialization of higher reality, or the ability of man to tap into a potential that he can make manifest according to his particular will and desire. The image of a spiritist phenomena emphasizes the power of the mind and the importance of focus and mental discipline." Holy shit, right? Crown chakra today, people. Expansion, you could have been feeling it yesterday. Pressure, tingles, weird pulsating, headaches. Expansion of our minds. Expansion of our consciousness in our vessels. Whoa. The challenge in this degree is on learning how to break through the conditioning effects of experience and develop a greater sensitivity to the possibilities of what yet can be achieved. The key is not allowing the self to become distracted by a lure of every passing whim and fantasy or trivial problems of everyday living. On a particular level, this image alludes to psychic phenomenon and the oftentimes entertaining activities of the invisible world. It also suggests cosmic comedies, practical jokes, and gremlins, or the mysterious causes of those things that inexplicably go wrong, break, disappear, or change in some way. On the higher aspect of this, at its highest, this symbol represents psychic sensitivity. That could be why when I got up this morning, I felt an eeriness. I could be picking up on something. It's my psychic sensitivity. Wow. Let me reread that. At its highest, this symbol represents psychic sensitivity, a highly refined attunement to the higher potential of all things and powerful depth of focus that leads to significant achievements. On the lower aspect of this degree, confusion, nervousness, and the instability or tendency to be easily distracted. I did have a feeling of nervousness this morning, and I even said to myself, wow, I haven't had this nervous, like that buzz in my body, right? The Uranus and Taurus, that energetic was creating a little bit of nervousness, but I redirected my thoughts. Mercury. Wow. The ascent is on strange events that disrupt business as usual. Things could go wrong or turn out unexpectedly today. The opportunity is your greatest advantage lies in understanding the greater significance being revealed when things don't go as planned or when patterns and habits suddenly broken. Be sensitive to the opportunities created by change and confusion. Look at the world. Look at the collective. Complete confusion. But in order for the old energy of the hierarchy to die and fall away, we're going to experience the chaos before we can, and go through many changes before we can see a better optimism, a better world for the all, right? Aquarian energy, better world for all, not just a few. The risk is guard against creating your own chaos by refusing to discipline yourself and establish order in your life. Avoid trying to be everywhere at once in a frantic attempt to not miss everything that's going on. Learn to sit still and listen. Gonna meditate. My girlfriend Mary Lou sent me a beautiful meditation. I'm going in my room to listen to it as soon as I'm done recording. Okay, so the stepping stones are psychic phenomena, confusion, practical jokes, gremlins, peculiar, I knew I'd have a hard time. Peculiar, I can't even pronounce it. Let me show you the word. I'm tongue-tied. No shame in that. I have a hard time pronouncing some words. Quirks, unexplained happenings. Okay, so that unexplained feeling that I was describing as eerie when I woke up this morning, and I went outside and there's the atmosphere felt weird, felt different. We're busting out of norms. We're busting out of things that we've been comfortable with for a long time, maybe lifetimes even. We are definitely in a great change. And so really try to be present in your body. Keep your mind and heart in check today again with that, because the Mercury Neptune conjunction can cause people to go into confusion, feeling defeated. No doubt about it. Lot of psychic crown, pineal gland. Oh my God, like if I could just describe to you the pressure, like my girlfriend explained, because it started out this way yesterday. It just felt like a band, pressure band around my whole head starting yesterday. Intensified through the evening. Woke me up early this morning with the same symptoms, that eerie feeling when I felt like just the atmosphere was, yeah. So right, spot on, Sabian symbol as usual. Neptune Mercury conjunct can also be the opportunist time to have deep conversations with your spiritually like-minded friends, soul tribe. That's happening as well. So really do take good care of yourselves. I do question Creator within my own space here at times to go, I don't know why I have to feel all of this shit so deeply, but I'm trusting that there's a reason why I do. So hydrate, ground, water. Mars Uranus on the low can be sudden quick accidents because it being a fast moving Mars planet, impulsive. Uranus being quick changes, so pay attention to that as well. Take good care of yourselves, and if you are experiencing any of the following symptoms that I shared today, please do let me know in the comments. And also wanted to share this as well. I was nauseous yesterday. My mouth started to water because of the head. Thought I was gonna lose it. I believe the solar plexus and the crown chakra and a little bit of the heart chakra are all, depending on where you are on your journey, probably feeling that. So I just wanted to let you know you're not alone in that either. So blessings to you, and take good care of yourself. Shalom, shalom.